Well, over the next month, we want you to decide what our favorite chefs make on the show. So this week, our viewers logged on to SonoraAndLiving.com and voted on Chef John Paul's crispy garlicky chicken. And this is going to look familiar to some of you. It certainly did to me. I could smell it from the newsroom. I love this thing. Good morning.
Yeah, well, this is one of our favorite recipes to do on the show, and I'm glad you guys voted for it because this is one of my favorite recipes to make at home.
It's easy.
And it's really easy. So we're going to do a couple things because when when I did the recipe once before, we really concentrated on this part of it, which you're going to do.
Okay.
But I also want to talk about how to break down a chicken very quickly.
All right.
Because I'm kind of getting sick of the frozen chicken breasts. They're kind of flavorless and they don't roast well, so they dry out and they get tough.
Okay, that's good to know.
So this is it's a great way to utilize the whole chicken.
Let me trade you places. Okay.
Okay, so all you're gonna do is I have about 30 cloves of garlic in here.
Whoa.
I have some fresh lemon juice. I have some rosemary. Now, in this dish, if you want to use thyme, if you want to use basil, if you want to use anything, I like rosemary, but feel free to mix and match. A little salt and pepper, and then paprika, which is probably one of the most underutilized of all the spices.
Does it have a lot of flavor?
It has a ton of flavor, but most of us take it and we sprinkle it on potato salad.
Or deviled eggs.
As a garnish.
That's it.
And it tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
All right? When you cook it out, it actually has this deep, rich flavor. It's red peppers that have been dried out. So imagine an intense red pepper flavor, but you gotta cook it out.
Not that spicy though.
No, well, there's a spicy version, there's a sweet version.
Okay.
So this is sweet Hungarian paprika. So all you need to do is just dump all that stuff in there, and you should end up with like a garlic sludge.
Do you want me to put the oil in too? Mm-hmm. Okay. A garlic sludge. I gotta tell you, if you and your sweetie are having this, you better both eat it because
this is definitely,
you'll be sleeping alone. That is for sure. If only one of you decides
This might not
to
be a
dig in.
first date meal.
No.
Yeah. But the house smells so good. I mean, the studio right now, if you could smell it, it's unbelievable the way this place smells right now.
So true.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to work on this chicken. Now, this is a beautiful. Look at you. Look at this fellow. He's a happy chappy. He's a happy fellow. All right. Now, the way we look at a chicken is kind of like your own body. So wherever there's a joint is where you're going to make a cut. So this is kind of like the little armpit, and then this is kind of like the inner thigh over here. So all I do is turn my bird over and cut the wing out.
I was just starting to fall in love with him.
Same thing in here, all right? Just like the inner thigh, and then pop it back. Now with this dish, I want to make sure that I leave the bones in because the bones are going to give it flavor. Anything roasted on the bone is going to give you a ton of flavor. And then over here, if you look real closely, see that dotted line?
Yeah.
That's the breast, and this is the backbone. So if I hold it by the backbone and cut right by that dotted line, I just get the breast, and then I pop this guy open. Scotty, beam me up. All right. But you just pop it right open, just like that. And that's your whole chicken breast.
Wow, okay.
So go ahead and process that. I'm going to cut these guys in a little bit smaller pieces.
We don't need to let this rip for very long, do we?
No, just puree it.
All right.
And then we're going to take our chicken. Okay, you're good.
Okay. We're just going to pour this in a bag with the chicken, aren't we?
Pour it in a bag with the
That's what's
chicken.
so cool about this.
Cut my sections up. Doink, doink, doink. I can save the bones to make stock, which is what I did last night. And then when we're all done, all right, so we'd put that in a Ziploc bag.
Oh, hold on. You want me to put that in
I'll
there?
take care of that.
Thank you, because you have gloves. And I don't know about you guys, but for some reason my ears always itch when I have to work with chicken because I know I can't itch my ears. I know that sounds really weird, but are you like that when you work with chicken?
It's usually my nose.
Oh, but it's something.
Well, I just give in.
Yeah, oh, you do?
No,
That is
I'm kidding,
wrong.
I'm kidding.
I'm not eating your chicken. I'm kidding.
So put all your parts in there.
Okay.
Your pieces and parts. And then just throw it in the fridge. Now this can be in for an hour or overnight. And then when you're done, pop it in a very hot oven.
Like we have
And
here?
I want this thing well done. That's just going to make it crispy. But all that caramelization on the outside of it. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Nice, dark, rich. And then just put it on a platter.
And then with the lemon, do you squeeze the lemon juice over?
Well, what I do is I just kind of garnish it with lemon. So stick slices of lemon in there.
That is gorgeous. You have a big family-style dinner. That would be nice.
It's
Put
so
it in the center
easy.
of the table and you're
And
set.
a big tossed salad.
Chef John Paul, thank you so much. And by the way, to vote on Chef John Paul's next recipe to be featured, it will be featured next Friday. Visit our website, that's SonoraAndLiving.com, to cast your vote. And that recipe will be on our website later today.